Hey RV family, keep it high, keep it tight. My name is Jay Morris and welcome back to the Metal Tempest, and in this video I'm going to be covering the new Remains record entitled Grind Till Death. Alright, this is one of the best just random ass underground discoveries I've made this entire year, and every once in a while I come around with a record that I want to put on your guys' radar because I just think it doesn't deserve to slip through the cracks. This is this band's debut studio-length record. They pretty much just quietly released this. It's out now on Spikerot Records. They released a couple singles in anticipation, but besides that, no demos, no EPs, nothing in that realm. These guys are a Deathgrind band that come out of Australia, and they've been involved in a variety of projects. I can't say I'm familiar with too many of them, but people that are more familiar with the death metal, grindcore, and the gore grind scene of Australia might recognize some of the names that are included in this list. Captain Clean Off, Fuck I'm Dead, Unionism, Garbage Guts, Sanctioned, Open Wound, The Kill, Shallow Grave, King. And in anticipation, I did check out some of those bands, and I must say that they have a really eclectic style stepping into this record when it comes to their influences. This record is vicious. It is visceral, and it is one of the best, hands down, grind records that I have heard this entire year. It is 31 minutes of pummeling material, 18 tracks worth, and it's not your cookie cutter grindcore or death grind record. The production is sharp, it is rigid, it is straight to the point, but it also has an amazing audibility to it. Fans of bands like Misery Index and Anal Nathrak will find some comfort in the way that they mix the percussion. It is very gunshot-esque, and the guitar riffs are surprisingly groovy and technical and have a great amount of resonance to them. You also get a lot of dynamics and technicality with the vocals. They layer them, there's a lot of reverb at different points, but most of the time they're biting and in your face, and they cycle between very low, pretty satisfying death growls and some more black metal-esque shrieks. I do really enjoy death grind records that can properly bridge the gap between the death metal and the grindcore, and Remains successfully does that here with a very sharp sound and a lot of brittle precision to every movement. This record never really dulls down, and if there is one complaint I can really have, it's just that typically with grindcore records or death grind records that have a lot of tracks that are very short, it can sometimes become a little bit difficult to differentiate where one section of a track begins and where the other ends. But I do think that they sort of mediate that issue with the fact that most of the writing is very compact and sort of claustrophobic. Not in the unpleasant way, but more so in the they understand that they have no time to waste, so they don't really prattle around. They know when to pace themselves, they know when to go quick, but most of this record has a very fast adrenaline and a throttling nature to it. Also got to commend the fact that it doesn't really fall off. Once they catch that stride of momentum, it pretty much carries over throughout the entire track listing from start to finish, and it makes the track listing feel a lot quicker than it necessarily is. 31 minutes isn't really a fast grindcore record. There are plenty that are a hell of a lot shorter, but for a debut to be this focused, and I think that's the word that I want to use, focused, is incredibly impressive. Now obviously these people have been involved with other bands of this nature, so they understand their influences and their roots and where they're coming from, but I just want to say it one more time. This record is focused. It's no bullshit, it's all guts and glory and all gusto, and I just want to recommend this to you guys, to anyone that wants a really great death grind record. If you like Misery Index, a little bit of Anal Nathrak, maybe throw some Benighted in there, you are going to love the hell out of this record. I've had it on repeat. It is so clear cut, it is so great sounding, amazing production, and for a debut, I hope that they build on this momentum even more so, because I have really no complaints of this record other than some of the tracks can blend a bit. But there are grind and death grind bands that have been around a hell of a lot longer than these guys that have made records that sound a lot less appealing than this one. It's one of the best grind records of the year, that's all I gotta say. Fantastic debut, can't sing its praises enough. I'm going to be giving this album an 8.5 out of 10. And that is a wrap. Have you heard this new Remains record, Grind Till Death? If you have, let me know in the comment section below what you thought about it. I would love to discuss this record with you. Be sure to like this video if you enjoyed it, subscribe to join the review family today, and smash that notification bell to be notified of my future uploads. You know who it is. My name is Jay Morris, and I'm signing off saying farewell.